So I was reviewing one of my older videos on the rapture, and I just want to tell those people, because I'm still getting some people who come along who believe in the rapture. There are so many of them. And they don't understand that if you are following the rapture as is espoused by pre-trib rapture advocates, they're the ones who named it rapture. They are. They're the ones who named it rapture. It wasn't named rapture. It was called the second coming of Christ. And they came up with the rapture. And the problem is that they are the Catholic Church today. No joke. They are the Catholic Church today. If you're a Protestant, you hate the Catholic Church most likely. And especially if you're a pre-trib rapture advocate, you think that the Catholic Church is the church of the devil. You are the Catholic Church. Because the word rapture, now follow, just hang with me a minute, okay? I'm not just being belligerent, I'm being factual. The word rapture is not from the Greek. It's not a Greek word. It is an English word, but it's not really. Because the English word means an ecstatic experience, to be raptured. The word that's used in particular for this group is a Latin word, raptura, and it means harpazo, the Greek word, but it's the Latin of it. They chose the Latin word to name their movement, Pre-Trib Rapture. And you say, what? But you can talk about the rapture and not talk about the pre-trib. Even you do it, Ron. Yes, I do it for communication purposes. Not because I choose to call it rapture, but because it's for communication purposes. That way, I don't have to keep explaining that when I say the second coming of Christ, or I'm talking about the rapture, and we don't have to go through all that every single time, okay? So that's the only reason. But they are the ones who named it that. And they chose it from the Latin. And the Latin translation of the Bible, which is Jerome, and was used by the Catholic Church throughout the Middle Ages, even at the time of the Reformation. The Latin Vulgate was the translation. They took from the language of the Catholic Church that was enshrined as the official language of the Bible, of the official translation of the Bible, of the Catholic Church, the very church they call the Church of the Devil. They chose their name from that official translation sanctioned and created by that church that they call the Church of the Devil. They are of the Church of the Devil in their own estimation. They are. Because they are the Catholic Church today. They've named themselves that way. They didn't take the word harpazo, pre-tribulation harpazo. They didn't take that. And the English word never referred to that until they applied that to it, because it comes from the Latin. It's an English equivalent of the Latin in terms of sound, not in terms of meaning. Well, yes, in terms of meaning, because raptura, right? But they took the Latin. They did not take the Greek. So they are the Catholic Church. If you are a pre-trib rapture advocate and you are calling the Catholic Church the church of the beast, of the whore, of the devil, and whatever you want to say about it, Babylon, right? You are that church. Because if you're calling the Catholic Church that, you've chosen your own name from the official stand, the official declaration of the Catholic Church that translation of the Bible in Latin is the official translation of the Bible for that Church of the Devil, and you chose your name from that Bible. Not any other Bible. It's not from the English. It's from the Latin. You should be utterly ashamed, and you should run away. I'm talking to you individually who's watching this video. If you are a pre-trib rapture advocate, you should run away from that doctrine as fast as you can, as from those churches and from those Christians who advocate that. They're not Christians. They're pagan. And you need to run away from them as quickly as possible. I'm going to put a link to my playlist on the rapture. And I want you to go watch some of those videos. They're very serious videos. And there's proof, absolute, irrefutable proof. It is a heresy. It's in the Bible. The Bible excludes the second coming of Christ from happening before the tribulation. Christ cannot come before the tribulation. That's the one time he cannot come, because God declares it in the Bible. Go watch that. And if you have some questions, go ahead and fire them away. I'll answer them. Just don't come and try to preach the pre-trib rapture. Ask sincere questions, not rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions won't get published. They'll be sitting on the back end. I may use them later in a video just in order to show the stupidity and harassment that I get from people. So write sincere questions, and I will address sincere questions. I don't address rhetorical questions. I don't let people preach heresies on the website. But if you ask a sincere question, I will answer it. I'll address it. We can have a conversation about it. May the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.